Market crashes are just like Paris Fashion Week and the sales that come after. This is a video about how the rich get richer. Because if I asked you, when is the best time to buy designer fashion? You would say, of course it's when those fashion pieces hit the sale rack for a fraction of the cost. And the stock market, it works the same way. And if you know how to spot value and get a deal, whether in fashion or finance, you can beat Wall Street at its own game. Because losing, oh man, okay, so been there, done that, and you'll hear my FOMO confessional story in just a hot second. So until that second happens, grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's catch up on today's episode of Lady Boss of Finance. Paris Fashion Week, the lights, the labels, the luxury. Held twice a year, Paris Fashion Week is the grand finale of the global Big Four fashion weeks, following New York, London, and Milan. Here, luxury designers like Chanel and Givenchy, I think I pronounced that correctly, they debut their most jaw-dropping collections with A-list celebrities sitting in that front row and fashion editors deciding which trends are going to dominate the next year. Just like this scene in The Devil Wears Prada. I'm guessing most of us didn't get an invite this year. You must have gotten lost in the mail. So for us, Paris Fashion Week is all about what happens after the runway. That's when those stunning pieces finally make their way into the stores. First, at full price for the splurgers, and later at major discounts for the savvy shoppers, girlies like you and me who know how to wait. It's not easy, but we know how to wait to get a great deal. Now, Andy got all those designer clothes for free because she was with Miranda.
The clothes that you're gonna get, you don't deserve them. You eat carbs, for Christ's sake. God, so unfair.
So she wasn't exactly like us smart fashionistas who wait for the sale. But just like us smart girlies, smart investors know the best time to buy is when prices are low. Let me explain. Paris Fashion Week isn't just about the runway hype. It's about what happens next. Some people may pay full price chasing trends and chasing hype. Others, girlies like us, wait patiently, even if it's hard, because we know a sale is coming. That is exactly how I snagged these Chanel boots. Retail, $2,000. Oof. I paid $850. Still a splurge? 100% yes. But these boots are also quality that hold and keep holding their value. Here's what most women don't realize though. The stock market works the same way, and it does it in three main ways. Number one, the market moves in cycles, just like fashion. Number two, highs of the cycle. This is when prices skyrocket and everyone other than you will rush in to buy because that's when FOMO, fear of missing out, that's when FOMO kicks in. And number three, lows of the cycle. This is when prices drop and people panic sell. But this is the secret right here. The market and stock lows are when smart investors buy. So let's ask the big question. If you wouldn't buy designer shoes at their most expensive, why would you do the same with your investments? You wouldn't. Because the secret to building wealth isn't about chasing trends or trying to time the market perfectly, because unlike Black Friday, when you know exactly when the sale is, Nobody, not even the most savvy investors, can accurately predict market highs and lows. If they could, everyone would be rich. So what do? Well, what I do is I know how to spot value and make strategic moves over time. And trust me on this one, I learned this the hard way. Let's rewind not just back a few years, but all the way back to when I was in high school, when I made a classic FOMO mistake that cost me way more than I expected. It's spring in the early 2000s. Some of us are trying to pull off Britney Spears' Baby One More Time look, while I was rocking that boho chic thanks to OC's Marissa Cooper, and you know the look I'm talking about. I'm talking about flare jeans and floral peasant tops.
Florals for spring. Groundbreaking.
Okay, well, I thought I looked cool. I thought I looked cool until I heard this fresh radio. Radio was a thing, it's not just Spotify. I heard this fresh radio voice, Avril Lavigne. Avril was edgy, different, and rebellious. And I didn't just love her music. I wanted to make a bold statement just like she was in the music scene. You know this isn't gonna end well. So cue up the runway of bad decisions. Bad decision number 1, the big purchase. I dug through my closet for anything black, which let me tell you, it was a struggle considering my, lace trim camis were the closest thing to punk I had. And then I faked it till you make it, right? Like I walked boldly into Hot Topic, the store for punk rock cool kids. And I confidently bought a fishnet long sleeve top to layer over a neon pink, like the top I'm wearing right now, neon pink spaghetti strap. The price tag was $20. And let me tell you, that was not nothing for me since my allowance was $1 per week. Bad decision number 2, the reality check. I raced back home, cut the tags off, put on the new look, looked at myself in the mirror, and I stared. The longer I looked, the less it felt like me who was in the mirror. And I tried so hard to convince myself I could pull it off. I tried to do the whole cute runway supermodel poses, that I belong on the runway. I tried to do it all, but deep down, I knew that I bought it because of the hype, not because it was my style. Bad decision number 3, the FOMO cost. Let's talk money. I mentioned my allowance was $1 per week, so that $20 top without tags to return it, for me, that was a huge splurge. And if I had really thought about why I loved Avril Lavigne, I would have realized it wasn't about her style. It was about her no BS confidence. And that confidence, you can't buy that. It's who you are, or it's who you become. Let's take a step off the bad decision runway and get into a feel-good place called the investing connection. Buying a stock at its peak because of hype, because of FOMO, it's the same thing. You throw your money into something that might not actually fit your long-term financial style. And when that hype fades, aka when the market dips, you realize you could have bought it on sale. You could have bought it for way less, especially if it's a quality company, or you could have avoided it altogether if it's the equivalent of fast fashion. That's why savvy investor lady bosses buy when stocks are on sale. And just like how us fashionistas wait for clearance racks. So, how do you avoid FOMO-driven money mistakes? Well, Here's 3 pro tips I use to make sure every financial move I now make is intentional. Pro tip number 1, buy quality assets like a time capsule wardrobe. Just like a time capsule wardrobe is built on classic high quality pieces like my Chanel boots, your investments should be built on strong, reliable assets that hold value over time. And instead of chasing fast fashion trends, I'm looking at you, fishnet blouse. Focus on investments that grow steadily, like blue chip stocks, ETFs, and high growth sectors like AI and technology. More on those, by the way, in another YouTube video of mine. Your time capsule wardrobe, let's get back to this video though. Your time capsule wardrobe, that timeless closet of quality staples, make getting dressed more effortless. And a strong portfolio makes building wealth a lot more stress-free. Pro tip number 2, sell losers like a closet purge. Think spring cleaning meets finance. Just like you wouldn't keep every trendy piece forever in your closet, you shouldn't hold on to every investment forever either. At least once a quarter, go through your portfolio like you would your closet. What's outdated? What do you own that over multiple quarters consistently is down and not making you money? Cut your losers and use that money to double down on your winners. BTW, not financial advice what I'm getting right now, just good edutainment. Pro tip number 3, set up an automatic investment habit so that you never pay full price. You always know when Black Friday is for your fashion buys, but you never know when the stock market's Black Friday is. But here's the cool part. You know that because the market works in cycles of highs and lows, just like fashion also has its cycles, that sale is coming. So what can you do? Since you can't predict that perfect time to buy, set up automatic investments with small, consistent buys. I'm talking $5 a week, not a lot, right? $5 a week, $10 a week, coffee budget automatic investing. This strategy, which is called dollar cost averaging, more on that in a future video, so hit that like and subscribe button. It ensures you're always investing whether the market is up or down. So what's the number 1 value and benefit to you with it? It guarantees you never are going to be paying full price. Love that. What's my big takeaway message for you now that we're at the end of our runway fashion show? Just like building a dream wardrobe, investing, it's not about chasing trends or impulse buys. It's about being intentional, strategic, and building a portfolio that serves you above all others. It serves you over time. Because wealth, it's not about having money in the market forever. The market is a tool. It's about investing your money in smart ways to use it, here's the cool part, to build the life you want. I shared with you my confessional story. What's your biggest FOMO purchase? Drop a comment below and I promise, a pinky promise right here, I will not judge. And if you're ready to level up your finances, to invest in yourself so that you can begin accomplishing your big life goals, I know you've got them, I know they're big, let's go after them. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you very soon on our next coffee chat on Lady Boss of Finance.